So, Assalamualaikum. Good afternoon po to everyone. My name is Eduardo T. Hyron. I am from the Philippines, and I am honored to present our study. Unfortunately, my partner was not able to come. So, the title of our study is The Implementation of Flexible Work Arrangement Management System with Data Analytics using data mining for performance measurement. So the background to this study was actually due to the global pandemic. So actually in our place, specifically in Zamboanga City, this study was actually implemented in Zamboanga City. This is a city from the southern part of the Philippines, wherein people are not that aware of telecommuting that much. No? So um, when it happened, when the pandemic came, um, people were not ready, and companies were actually forced to shut down, and most of the workers were forced to stay at home and, of course, work from home. It was actually just in 2022 that the full face-to-face came back to full implementation in the Philippines. So it left many uh, people actually without jobs. So aside from the negative impact of the COVID pandemic, it was also an opportunity for the Filipinos because they were able to find means to work online. So when the pandemic was actually over, it brought back the stress and the problem in transportation. So moving forward, given this problem, telecommuting or flexible work arrangement became a good uh, solution in giving Filipinos job and giving them opportunity to have work even in the comfort of their work. So the lack of adequate knowledge about the current status of the flexible work arrangement actually hindered the effective support for telecommuters, making it difficult to manage work tasks, track employee time, monitor productivity, and improve performance due to the shifting performance indicator. There was not actually a uniform computer system that was in place in the Philippines, even though in 2019, when the pandemic came, there was actually a law enacted in the Philippines. But since it was not tested, there were no actual support. The implementing rules of the law was actually just came out in the year 2022. So that's why the goal of this research was actually to implement a flexible work arrangement management system for organizations that actually have tried telecommuting in monitoring their employee productivity and performance. So specifically, the goal of our study was to identify the current state of telecommuting in Zamboanga City for both the private and the government agencies. Also to develop a system, computer system, that records and monitors these employees' time spent on specific tasks and determine the employees' productivity level, as well as the study aims to identify the impacts of work time, idle time, social media towards the productivity, both of which actually integrates data analytics and mining. And lastly, to perform the usability testing to ensure that the solution provided is actually effective for these telecommuters. So for the methodology, um, the study actually used qualitative and quantitative methods to gather information. So we interviewed and also conducted a survey, and at the same time to gather the right data, we actually use the purposive sampling, wherein we only identified, since again, as mentioned earlier, not everybody in our area was actually practicing telecommuting. So that is why we only identified those people who have experts or who have experienced that telecommuting. So we toned down to two companies, one for the government and one for the private. And overall, we have 12 employees participating in the said test. So as to the result, for the first objective, identifying the current state of telecommuting in Zamboanga, we were able to identify five themes, no, throughout their responses. So these themes are the opportunities and challenges they experience, the productivity monitoring, performance metrics, the employer's preparedness and support, and the future of telecommuting. So for the opportunities, employees actually appreciated the flexibility that telecommuting has offered. It allowed them to maintain the work-life balance, and overall, it boosted their morale, and it was beneficial, especially during the pandemic. However, because of the problem in internet connectivity and the potential complacency, there have been some decrease in their motivations, as cited drawbacks. As to the productivity monitoring, regular communication through the use of social media like WhatsApp enabled the efficient resource allocation and facilitated quick problem solving. While some offices actually implemented some policies that stress out the importance of regular updates and being available during core hours. So in the Philippines, mostly work starts from 8 and then ends at 5 o'clock. So it means that they should be available on those specific times. And as to the performance metrics, it was identified that quality, output quality, timeliness, communication, and solving and adaptability were actually the performance metrics for the telecommuting. So all employers often actually report evidences as well as part of their proof of work. For the fourth, employer preparedness, the management actually supported their employees by giving them the ICT resources that they need, which includes the computer and internet, which also contributed to the positive telecommuting experience of the respondents. Additionally, HR also played a key role in establishing the structured work from home policy. And lastly, for the future of telecommuting, if not all, most of the participants or respondents actually emphasizes the continued work from home post-pandemic because it actually emphasized on the productivity, increase in productivity, work-life balance, cost saving, and access to broader talent pools. Actually, again, as mentioned earlier, the number one problem in almost big cities in the Philippines is actually the traffic or the transportation. So for the next objective, the development of an automated timekeeping system. So we developed an application which is called the FlexiPH or Flexible Philippines, wherein it has two versions: the application, the desktop application, which records the time, and the web app, which uh, processes the data and shows it to both the employees and the employers. So this is a sample screen grab of the application. So if you observe the desktop application is somewhat similar to other monitoring productivity for telecommuting or freelancers. And on the other side is the web app, which actually shows the employees or the employers about the time consumed and the tasks that are assigned to an employee. So objective number three is identifying the productivity level using data analytics. So we actually implemented descriptive and prescriptive analytics wherein based on the actual data, it actually suggests to the employees what are the things that um, need to be done, or what is his current rating as of the time period. So it also shows graph to better present the results or the data that has been captured through the use of the desktop app. So also predictive analytics was also implemented, wherein the current data that the user has, it automatically generates um, predicted values based on the current open tasks and activities. So this is an example of the screen grab of the analytics. And also, for objective number four, the impact of work time versus the idle time in social media to the productivity uh, of the employer. So for the data mining, we use the linear regression since we want uh, to compare the data with their time versus those three. So if you observe the model actually scored at one, which actually states that a strong correlation is actually seen on the data provided in the company. And of course, aside from that, it also analyzes the using the Pearson's correlation. It shows the data, the analysis of the data. For example, for this one, it compares the work time versus the achievement of the task or completion of the task. So if we see here, it has a positive 92.5% correlation, while the idle time has a negative score, which means it doesn't have any impact to the work activity of the employee. And of course, for the social media, it shows there that it has a zero or no effect to the work accomplishment of the employees. So as to the yeah, so this is the same thing. So if you observe, they have the same curve for the graph. And then for the last objective, usability testing. So we use the PISOC tool, wherein it looks at the three component of a system, which is the system use, information quality, and interface quality. So for the system use, uh, it actually showed a high. By the way, the analysis for the tool is that the lower the number, the better the performance. So for the employee, it shows a 1.75, which is interpreted as agree, and a 1.17 for the employer, which is interpreted as strongly agree. So both employers and employees actually agree that it is a user friendly and it helped them in doing their job for telecommuting. So as for the information quality, at 2.0 for the employee was observed, which means agree at the same time for the employer at 1.5. So it actually indicates that both not only perceive the information supplied by FlexiPH as precise, but also exceedingly beneficial for them. And for the interface, so a score of 1.4 for the employee, which strongly agrees, and for the employer as well at 1.0. So it is a positive feedback suggesting the system design and overall appearance were well received by both of the users. And overall, FlexiPH not only met but also exceeded the usability standard, which means that they like and they find it easy to use. So for the conclusion, it gave the employees actually the flexibility for the telecommuting, but problems like internet connectivity was observed as one of the problems. So performance metrics include the time, quality, and efficiency, and employers also provide support to their employees. So the recommendation is to ensure that telecommuting still runs smooth. Maybe an investment in internet reliability should be looked at. So for the case of the Philippines, I think our agency is in charge with this one, and the implementation of a uniform productivity monitoring system. Until now, even though there is a law in the Philippines about telecommuting, there is still no available application that can be used for free by these employers. So this could also be an opportunity. So at the same time, FlexiPH actually addressed the time tracking and productivity of monitoring, as discussed earlier. And then the recommendation may be more user friendliness, like integration of pop-up notification and an offline version and cross platform should be developed. So as well as an SMS notification. So for the application of data analytics, so again, it looks only at those specific data, which is time, quality, and the output. So it would be recommended that migration to the cloud technology for big data, since we are anticipating more people to get into telecommuting, as GPS tracking or location, and incorporation of employee satisfaction mechanism as well. And then strong correlation was observed in that work time task completion and negative correlation for idle time and task accomplishment underscore the effective time management. So for the recommendation, maybe it could also integrate to the HR, which captures as well, as if there is what we call the hybrid setup. So that the data or the output of the system will still be relevant and accurate. And then for the predictive analytics, so it yielded 1.0 for the two test companies. So maybe a comparative to other regions as well and other companies should be focused for the future researchers. So for the usability, so even though it has a positive result, maybe an alternative login for secure cybersecurity, such as face recognition for convenience and text-to-speech technology as well could be implemented. So I think that would be all. So thank you very much.
Everyone wait for the presentation. Now I open the floor for questions. Any questions? Nobody? I will ask one question. So actually your project is very good for maybe the manager to monitor their staff. Okay, but when you design this system, because one of the criteria to determine the performance of the staff is they will key in, not key in, they will jot down for the task for this day, how much they finish and so on with it. Based on the key input from the staff itself.
Yes, actually, and then from there, the system adapts to the tasks that are actually common to all, and then actually suggests to the managers whenever that they would add a work or task to the employee, it automatically adds the specifics, like example, the time. It automatically computes the time for that.
But have you consider if the staff give false information in the system?
A wonderful question. Actually, the application uses what we call keyloggers. So whenever you type in using the system and you don't have movement on your computer, it actually stops and it records the what we call idle time. So it also is part of the data analytics. It shows if ever the employee has like 2 hours of working time, it also captures the idle time. And at the same time, it also captures the screen grab of the current activity that the user is using. And that output is actually uploaded to the server and can be seen, of course, by the employee at the same time by the employer due to the Data Privacy Act of the Philippines. Thank you.